I saw something this morning, a video, and it kind of, it's just disturbing to me because it's just ridiculous. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, I heard it was Mac. It's one of Mac Truck's videos, a new video, and he was mentioning about he was shopping at Costco, I believe, and he's mentioning about racism and that how it's being projected toward him now that he's blowing up and more people are being drawn to his channel, commenting and stuff like that. And I'm just thinking to myself, what? Come on, people. Anyway, first off, I want to thank all our family here. Which, Mac, I know you got your own thing going, brother, but man, you're welcome anytime along with any of us. Anytime, because I believe you're a good man. And not only that, I like your videos, man. I find you very entertaining. I got respect for you. Anyhow, this racism thing, man, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Isn't it old and tired and just passe by now? It's, we are all the same, man. We're all the same. Now, as far as creature, we're all the same creature, okay? And I don't know, I know a lot of folks on this channel are military, active, or former combat veterans. Lots of law enforcement on this channel. Whole lot of law enforcement brothers and sisters. Whether they be retired or active. And I'm telling you what, it goes further than that. I know people and have trained with people from this channel that are even in elevated versions of law enforcement. So we got a lot of people here that are, not your typical, curb stoners, walking around grunting like, oh, yeah, racism, I don't like anyone that doesn't look like me. We have people that are a little more worldly than that and have been through some shit or are still living in shit sometimes. And if you've ever been through anything, really testing, in a really bad place, you know very well if you've been in a situation where you have to be able to count on the brother or maybe the sister next to you. The last thing you look at when assessing the character of that individual is what the fuck their physical appearance looks like or what the color of their skin is. You know how ridiculous that is? If you go out and you get hit by a fucking truck, God forbid, and you're lying in the road, and paramedics come to sweep you up out of the road because the doctor, he's not going to get in his car, come and pick you up out of the road. You got to get brought to him. They got to get you to him somehow. So then when they come to clean you up out of the road and try and keep your ass alive to get you to the hospital, because there's people that love you and there's people that count on you and there's people hopefully that don't want to see you gone too soon if it ain't your time to go. Do you care what color these people are? Do they care what color you are? You better hope not, okay? Because that's who you're counting on now. I don't think when you see them approaching you trying to relieve your suffering and get you up out of the road and get you to the motherfucking shock trauma, if you're conscious at all, I don't think you're going to think, oh, hold on, that person's a different color than me. I don't want them touching me. How ridiculous it is. Or what about the surgeon? And they get you to the hospital. What if the surgeon, he's from another country over here, all right? He came here from another country. Maybe you don't want him operating on you now. Maybe you just rather die. Or what if it's a black guy or a black woman? Would you rather die? You understand what I'm saying? So when it comes down to where the rubber meets the road, we're all the same, man. We're all the fucking same. If you're truly racist, really, and you're looking at this saying, oh, fuck, he's wrong. If you're truly racist, then have some integrity. Have some shred of integrity. Stand by your beliefs. So from now on, if you find yourself in a situation, and if it's a person of a different color dealing with you, let them know how you feel. Let them know. I mean, you don't have to be really ignorant or anything, but be honest, okay? If you go to the hospital and a surgeon comes into work on you or whatever, and he's got a different skin color than you, I think you should straight up tell him. I commend your integrity then. I think you should straight up tell him, I don't like you. I don't want somebody different skin tone touching me. I'd rather die, or go ahead and let somebody else cut my leg off. I'll cut it off and stitch it up myself. I don't want you touching me. So keep it real then. Keep it real. Okay? Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't even know what else to say about it. It's so tired. And the really sad thing is, as long as I've lived, we've been in a better position in this society. We've been in much closer. And today, it seems to me we've gone backwards, Christ, a couple decades. Why is that? I don't really think that it's the people, because I'm an optimist. So if I got to blame something, I'm going to think it's programming. I'm going to think it's by design. It's the old thing, divide and conquer. If you can keep us all at each other's throats and keep us all separated, and we all point the fingers, it's that group over there, it's not us, they're causing a problem. Oh no, it's you, it isn't us because of this, because of that. Oh no, you know what, it's them over there. As long as we can keep doing that, then we're just the crabs in the pot. We're just pulling the next man down when he tries to climb up out of there. We're just the crabs in the pot. We're all in the same pot. We're all in that same pot. So, and I'm not even trying to convince you out of your racist ways with that story, because if you're truly racist, I don't know. Your brain works in a way I can't comprehend. So, anyway, I just think that, if there are genuine differences about us, which there are, I consider these things strengths. And I recognize that some of them could be weaknesses, but the holes that each of us possess are filled in by another member of our society. However you define your little society, it can be society in a worldly view or a national view, or it can be society like Gorilla with a Cause, right? Our weaker points are filled in by the next man next to us or the next woman next to us who's not weak in that area. They're strong in that area. Could you imagine if any other category of animal on this planet was like us? Like that? Could you imagine if dogs were all divided, spread apart, and you had like German Shepherds over here in the corner, and you had like, Labradors over here, and Chesapeake Bay Retrievers over here, and Poodles over here, and they're all looking at each other like sideways. I don't know why he's over there talking with those poodles. Doesn't he know that they're nothing but trouble? They're no good. Poodles are a big problem in this society. He should be over here with us, the Chesapeake Bay Retrievers. And then the Labradors, they're over here saying, what are these red-looking, long-haired retrievers over there hanging out with that poodle for? Don't they know poodles are complete problems and they're not much better themselves? Luckily, we're Labradors. You understand what I'm saying? It makes no motherfucking sense. It makes no sense. It's fucking tired. It makes no sense. It's so backwards and regressed that it's almost funny. You can find extreme examples of good and bad behavior, of upstanding and fucking flawless high-end morality, all the way down to a completely degraded, almost lack of any morality, and everything in the middle. And you can find these examples everywhere in the world, amongst every type of people in the world, every color of skin in the world, right? Every color of skin. You can find the best and the worst of humanity. Best and the worst. And here, we try to applaud the best. And although we can't be the best, it is just this really high, thing we uphold and look at, and we realize what it is, and we strive to move closer towards that, because we all fall short. We are all inherently flawed. But we try, and that's more than most people do or even care about. And we are composed of a rainbow of people. A rainbow. And we have people, that motivate around in a chair with two wheels. We have people that currently can't motivate around at all. We have people that get around fine on the two legs that they have. We have people that get around fine on the one leg that they have in a prosthesis. We have everything. And all different colors, all different backgrounds. One of my very, very best friends for many, many, many years, my best friends, one of my best friends, a guy that I would completely trust with my life. He is actually from Iran by birth, Persian by birth. Now, he came to this country like God knows how long ago, many, decades ago. And he came as a merchant sailor, jumped ship, and stayed. Went through the proper channels, obtained citizenship many years ago, long before we met. And he was the most pro-American, red, white, and blue, flag-waving guy you would ever want to meet. Union iron worker. And he was a Muslim. And before all this stuff, this shitstorm hit the fan about, Islam and terrorism being so woven together in the worldview today, it never even stood out to me or seemed much more than just a side note that he was Muslim. And we hung out together every day. We traveled together. We worked jobs across the country occasionally. And we went in a lot of unknown places together where we only knew each other, and it's all we had. And it never even stood out to me that the whole time that he was Muslim and that his religion was something that made him different. It was just something that slipped your mind. Sure, I mean, I know he carried his prayer rug with him. He prayed, several times a day. He was practicing Muslim. And it never even occurred to me that that meant anything that should be looked at, like, oh, that's, odd. No, it didn't. I mean, I've never seen a guy with more eagles, statuary, portraits, pictures, paintings in his home than this guy. And this was my friend, my good friend. So there are stereotypes all over the place out there. And, if you're, and anybody can be racist for any reason. But if you're white and you happen to be racist, you should understand that you're kind of a stereotype yourself. You're like perpetuating a stereotype too. And it's not flattering. And it's not a pretty picture. Anyway. That's all I got to say about that. I don't know what your opinion is. It's here, it's there. But I do know that we don't tolerate that shit here. Okay? When we go out and we do the things that we do, and a fucking person is hungry, man. And you know what? I'm going to make a video tonight. I'm going to show you how we put together some of this food. I may not show you actually just going out and actually the faces of some of these people, man. I just can't bring myself to do all that. But I will show you how we put this stuff together. So you can actually get a little bit of an idea, a very small idea of what we really do. And when I've been out with other people, helping, trying to help, and I've handed somebody something to eat, I've never seen anybody look at somebody funny because they were a different color than themselves and they were handing them a sandwich. Simple as that is, right? Never seen that. When you need help, any of us, whatever it might be, when you need help, that hand that reaches out to you, if you fucking think it matters what color the skin on that hand is, then I don't even know what you've accomplished in this lifetime. At the end of the day, the fuck have you progressed? If you believe in any kind of spirituality, which if you don't, that's your business. But whatever it is, if you do, and you believe that there's something more beyond this, then what do you think you really are? Underneath of this is coin of the realm. This is a necessity here in this physical world. Inside of here, if you believe that, the ghost in the machine, if you believe that, and I know a lot of people do, if you believe that, how the fuck could you possibly be racist? You just cannot be. Because you don't have any skin color. You understand that, right? You know, when you leave this place and you leave this shell to rot here where it belongs, in the ground, because it's of this physical world. And if you are not, then when you leave this shell, this vessel, what race are you? What race are you? What form do you take? You want to go even further? What gender are you? Of spirit. Think about that shit a while. That's all I can say about it. I wish I were more eloquent or a better orator, that I could or had the time to really sit down and put something really together, but I just fly off the cuff. I think it's more genuine that way. You guys take care, and be humane, man. Be humane. Root word is human.